It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and we've got the Vikings' speedy running back. There's a lot to like from his showing last week, well over 100 yards in a pair of scores. It's the Vikings and the Texans, and it comes your way next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today it's week 3 and we've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Take it in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now a first carry here for Robinson. The numbers in last week's bowl game for Robinson. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The Vikings at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Open man is Gordon, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Back to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Cannon. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on some few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The numbers on the ground for Walker a week ago. 15 carries, 72 yards, and a touchdown.
I have to say, partner, their coaches didn't do a very good job of hiding their thoughts this week when they spoke with us, did they? They told us exactly this. We've been good on the ground, but sitting 8th in the league, we know we can kick it up a notch and push for the top 5. So there's no doubt in my mind, we'll see them try to establish that ground game early and try and pick up an early lead.
And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. This defense for the Vikings, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total. It made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. It also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Walker now on 1st and 10. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 12 more yards there and another first down. Armstead running straight ahead. And they've got it in the red zone now, down to about the 19. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league that's told me repeatedly, it's a big man.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Justin Herbert, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Texans respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20. Well, the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Second and 2.
He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go.
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And now off to the races down the right side. The 20. Touchdown, Houston.
Kenneth Walker, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have moved out in front.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out comes Minnesota.
Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it. And if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board. Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Quick look on the slant. It's Gordon. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll look to throw again.
And that, incomplete. Daylight in front if he could have held on, but he didn't. So instead, it's 2nd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up.
They'll try and throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity. That's our bread and butter. That's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Holding offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
They'll look to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. 28 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Houston's offense taking over again. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. From the 50, here's Herbert. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack.
Herbert, throw out wide to Walker.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Complete to Runny. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now to the ground, here's Walker.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Looking for Wright, and he finds him. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
120 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing them.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Texans are back within a score.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2. A 10-play drive that time. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here are the Vikings to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Herbert on 3rd down now. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texans. From 13 yards out.
And the Texans are once again back in front.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 5. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. First down now, but that clock rolling. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. He finds his man. Complete. It's Cannon. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
That's out wide here for Robinson. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Gordon.
And the Vikings are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Back to throw again. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it.
We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Rondale Moore leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. From there, we're off to check out another game, and they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting 49ers. Justin Jefferson, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills, and they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Rams. Elijah Moore, a touchdown reception. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Vikings. And our statistician may need a vacation after this one's said and done. What a first half they had throwing the football. Over 300 yards passing already. Meanwhile, for the Texans, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Option play, and they'll give to Walker.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Holding offense.
That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell.
First down, and they'll try to run the option left.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 24.
Holding offense.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
On second down, here's Herbert. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. Calling a gain of a yard, and that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Herbert. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is fielded at the 7.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard, Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Gets it to Gordon. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Able to get this to Gordon. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Second and 11. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there, with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. They'll try and throw for it, and this is going to be caught. It's good, and that extends their lead by 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Fields it right around the goal line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A little do-it-yourself run right there. A nice gain.
And I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Ken Walker with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
This one's complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now in Houston. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Looking to throw. That's complete. It's Gordon.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back to the ground with Robinson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 19 yards that time for number 19. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down, that just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
The quick slant caught. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept them in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do.
Ready up.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. They're going to look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Vikings are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Herbert on first down now. And right with it here over the middle. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Here's the option going left on second down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Holding offense.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well. Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he gets it a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Houston set to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now a throw here, hauled in. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Again, Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. After the sack on first down, Herbert. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
He's going to let it fly. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call hit boys for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shut out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a Renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building. We